Will everyone please rise for the singing of our national anthem by our very own Kira Hagan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Outstanding job, wow. Please be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen in the class of 2021. My name is Thomas Cottle, and I have the privilege of serving as the principal of Lindbergh High School. On behalf of the Renton School District, welcome to the commencement exercises for the 48th graduating class of Lindbergh High School. Please help me welcome some of our distinguished guests who are with us this afternoon. First, from the Renton School District Board of Directors, we have Board President, Ms. Elisa Louie. Along with Director, Dr. Avanti Bergquist. We are also honored to have from the Renton School District our Superintendent, Dr. Damian Patnod. Chief of Secondary Schools, Ms. Vicki Damon. And finally, your assistant principals, Mr. Colin Falk and Ms. Becky Lamb. At this time, I would like to welcome ASB President Lauren Jones and Senior Class President Nick DeJesus to the stage for their speeches.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming here today to celebrate the graduating class of 2021. Well, guys, we really went through it this year, and I'm proud to say that we made it. I'm so grateful that I got to share my years at Lindbergh with you guys. Seeing all of you persevere through everything we've been through continues to inspire me. Now, our time at Lindbergh was interesting to say the least. We got to witness some records breaking at our school. We were there for the most fire alarms pulled in one day. We were there for the most fights in one lunch. And most importantly, we are the first senior class to get through a whole year of school in the pandemic. In all seriousness, looking at everyone in front of me, I see so much potential for greatness. 13 years ago, way back in kindergarten, we were asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And back then, we would give answers like superheroes, knights, and astronauts. Ever since we've gotten older, they want an actual answer. And I think I can speak for many of us when I say I have no idea. That's okay. We were just asking teachers for permission to go to the bathroom with sticky notes, so knowing what we want to do for our future is a big jump. For those of you who do know what you want to do, I'm so happy for you, and I'm so excited to see what you accomplish. But for those who don't, and even those who do, this is our time to take your time in your future. This year, we lost so much of the year to the coronavirus. We had to readjust to being stuck inside 24/7, attempting to learn through a screen, and losing the high school experience of being with all of our friends and truly enjoying our last year at high school. But that's all in the past. From now on is when we take everything back from the pandemic. We don't need to rush into the future. This is the time for us to live in the now. On our journeys, there will inevitably be mistakes and obstacles to overcome, but I know that we all can do it. After having to sing our quadratic formula song on Zoom and not in person, we can make it through anything. This is our time to make those mistakes. This is our time to figure out everything out for ourselves. For some of us, it will be learning to cook on our own in the dorms. It will be learning to share nasty communal bathrooms. And it will be learning to live a life not as high schoolers. No matter what you have planned, leave room for yourself to enjoy life. Hang out with your friends and not just have to sit inside all day. Have a road trip and interact with people outside of your home just because we can. This is our time to be ourselves. Like a great prophet once said, this is our time to learn to live again. Thank you.
First and foremost, I'd like to say what an honor it is to stand in front of the second half of the alphabet. It's been a while since I've seen you all. Describing these past 15 months as crazy is an absolute understatement. All of my social butterflies were forced into hibernation, and did anyone even use the word attestation a couple months ago? Class of 2020, today I'd like to remind everyone that we did it, but what did we even do? 12 years ago, we started kindergarten and struggled to walk in single file lines from class to the lunchroom. In elementary school, besides watching Disney Channel and playing with Fireboy and Water Girl, our first job was trading silly bands with our classmates. Yep, we did that. About 7 years ago, we were anxious to use lockers for the first time, and our bodies started changing. We persevered through virtual school, and some of y'all even kept your cameras on. Yep, we did that too. Many of us dedicated countless hours into submitting applications for our post-secondary options. We did that. Most recently, class started at 7:20 in the morning. We did that too. Well, if I'm being honest, I never actually made it to school on time, but today isn't about me. It's about us. Today is our day. We will graduate too. March 2020, life stopped as we knew it, but you already knew that. Sometimes I get in a spiral thinking about what I wish I knew a year ago, what I could have done differently, but this is all in retrospect. Going through life, we share things we regret, like our quarantine haircuts. On the other extreme, we feel we can't get to the future soon enough, whether it's college, our 40s, or possibly retirement. Time is too precious to let your happiness be determined by your future. My lesson is to make the most of the present. Enjoy it today. In fact, let's be grateful for this beautiful weather. Turn around and look at your spectators. It's not the graduation that's traditional or we envisioned, but let's embrace it. While this day marks a transition into more amazing things, it can also be very intimidating. My challenge is to you for choose kindness. You don't need a bachelor's degree to hold the door open for someone. You don't need to know the answer to the question, what do you want to be when you grow up, to volunteer at a food bank? You don't even need 6 figures in your bank account to treat your roommate out to dinner. For better or for worse, the pandemic allowed my family to be together, and I'd like to thank them for giving me grace during this confusing time. I commend those that were able to thrive in isolation, but I'll acknowledge that I struggled. I appreciate those strangers out on my runs that chose to wave hi back to me. And I'd like to thank the teachers that helped me when I was most human. And to all the friends who've made me laugh along the way, thank you to those that chose kindness. While kindness may not be the solution to global warming or even a damper in our political climate, it is a step in the positive direction. So class of 2021, we experienced one crazy year, but we are the future. Together, we can serve 130 hours, give $130, fulfill 130 jobs, and have 130 smiles. We spent the last year in survival mode, And while we aren't in the clear yet, the end is near. It's time to start living again. So follow your passions, choose kindness, and strive for positive change. Let us live in the moment and smile because we're graduating. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Nick. It's now my honor to once again introduce Dr. Damian Patnod, Superintendent of the Renton School District, who has some special remarks for the class of 2021.
Good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to be with you to celebrate the graduates of Lindbergh High School for the class of 2021. And as a superintendent, you get the opportunity to give speeches like this, and you think that everybody's going to remember what you say, and then you can be humbled by your own family. As my wife told me this morning, to not forget the text she sent me back at the end of May when she was at the graduation of our niece in Roanoke, Virginia, where she said there are a lot of things that people miss during the pandemic, but the superintendent giving a speech at graduation is clearly not one of them. As the superintendent did not speak at that, and she's like, I don't think people want to hear from you, but I will be speaking this evening. But I know who the superstars are, who we're here to honor, and I want to honor them. And by doing so, I want to begin by thanking the people who are sitting behind them. To the families and friends with us tonight, on behalf of the Renton School District and Lindbergh High School, thank you for your love, time, support, encouragement, and discipline that you have provided and was critical to helping these students get here today. Another group deserving of a very sincere thank you is the outstanding staff at LHS. The last 15 months, you have demonstrated a level of professionalism and commitment to service that is impressive. You have helped to support our students, families, the broader Renton community, and each other in navigating this pandemic. I am blessed to have the opportunity to serve as your superintendent, and it is my great pleasure to say thank you. Graduates and families, I hope you will join with me now in thanking our teachers, paraprofessionals, support staff, nutrition services workers, bus drivers, custodians, facilities and ground staff, and the countless others for their work this school year and throughout your time in the Renton School District. And now to the reason why we are here, the seniors. As Nick and Lauren pointed out, it is an understatement to say that there will be a lot written about your last 2 years of high school. However, I just want to spend the next few minutes not looking backwards, but rather forward. Graduations not only celebrate the past, but also look to the future, a future you are stepping into when you cross this stage and receive your diploma, a future that is bright with opportunities for individual success. However, more importantly, a future that is brimming with the opportunity to do great things for your community and to do better than those that have come before you. As superintendent, I've often said that if we truly want each student to be successful, then those of us in the community are going to have to start loving other people's kids pretty darn close to how much we love our own. However, a lesson I've taken from the last 15 months is that this extends beyond kids. As a community and nation, we have to start loving other people pretty darn close to how much we love those in our own families. This will be one of your opportunities, class of 2021. You have the opportunity to show those of us who are older how to do this right. You have the opportunity to extend an olive branch and speak with people who might have different political beliefs or backgrounds. You have the opportunity to not retreat to your bubble, but to step outside and find common ground with those you may have thought there was not an opportunity for mutual understanding. Whether someone lives in Skyway, downtown Renton, the Highlands, Newcastle, on the South Hill, or wherever, you have the opportunity to find the humanity in each person you come into contact with. To know that the future success of this community, our state, and our nation is dependent on us coming together rather than finding reasons to separate and isolate ourselves from each other. To understand that we all have frailties and faults. To understand that we might not all agree on every topic. But these frailties and faults and disagreements must never cause us to ignore or fail to acknowledge the gifts and talents and humanity of any person sitting across from us. Your individual success will mean very little if you do not take the chance to uplift and love all the members of our community. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Class of 2021, I'm excited to watch how you seize this opportunity once you walk across this stage and step into your future. I wish you nothing but the very best. Congratulations.
All right, class 21, I'm gonna share a couple words with you as well. So as I said before, my name is Thomas Cottle. I'm the proud principal of Lindbergh High School. Yes, you have had a principal all year. It's been me. I drove into work last week when the weather was starting to get nice. It feels good, right? Your windows are down, the breeze is nice. I was listening to one of my favorite channels. It's called Chill Vibes. And a cover by Izzy came on called Somewhere Over the Rainbow. These seniors should remember it because I played it on loop at rehearsal in the beginning. The song pulled me into a reflective mood as I thought about you all and what you've had to live through the past 16 months. I feel like it'd be irresponsible to not acknowledge the emotional, physical, and mental challenges you've endured as we've continued to live through the ripple effects of a global pandemic, social justice, election stress, and economic crisis. Any one of these by itself would be challenging enough, yet you have weathered these historical scenarios concurrently. As I look at you, I see a cohort of intelligent, capable, seasoned young adults. Perhaps more than any other, you're different people than you were 4 years ago at the start of your high school career. I look at you and I feel encouraged. If you can make it through all of these things, I'm so very anxious to see what you're capable of when life is back to the normal crazy. You know, traffic, which is kind of back anyway, lines at the store, and trying to decide what your weekend plans are. You don't know this about me, but I served 4 years in the United States Army. I share that with you because you have demonstrated a skill set that I've tried to implement into my life. You've shown the treasured ability to adapt and overcome. Each of you have faced circumstances in and out of school that have put you in position to adaptively change your practice. You have literally accomplished tasks in new and dynamic ways. That's an employable skill if I've ever seen one. It's true, you may have had less hours of instructional seat time than your graduating predecessors. However, you have grown in ways none of them have. From making decisions around boundaries between work and school, between COVID safety and attempting to maintain a connection with other human beings, to making decisions that are good for your own mental health. You have in your own way been stretched unlike any other group your age in recent memory. I believe in many ways you are more prepared to take on the coming challenges of adulthood because of these experiences. I'm hopeful some of these new practices will stay with you. My advice to you is this: don't succumb to the grind culture. Always find or create space for your loved ones. Self-care is a rebellion, and it starts with a nap. Class of 2021, I salute you. Go out to the corners of the world, do amazing things. During your journey, I hope you meet people that don't look like you, don't dress like you, and have a different accent than you. When that happens, I hope you will be kinder than necessary, you will assume positive intent, and you will lead with a question. Take care, and go Eagles. At this time, please welcome Renton School Board President, Ms. Elisa Louie.
Lindbergh High School Class of 2021. On behalf of the Renton School District Board of Directors, I am honored to congratulate you for your accomplishments. I'm honored to congratulate your family and friends behind you, and your teachers, mentors, and coaches for the accomplishments as well. Your hard work and the hard work of your community has led you to this pivotal moment in each of your lives. The mission of our school district is and will continue to be to put systems in place to help each student graduate with options to be ready to fully participate in our democracy. We believe there's not a one-size-fits-all approach to getting here. We're thrilled to provide the spaces for all students to earn their diploma. During these unprecedented times, I've struggled to find the words to use to address you and wholeheartedly congratulate you for your tremendous accomplishments. I've read and studied and watched looking for the right thing to say. I'm not convinced I found the perfect words yet. But what I do know is that your class, Lindbergh High School, class of 2021, is a class of tenacious, hopeful, determined people. You see, the world has thrown more at you collectively than any other recent graduating class. While facing, among other challenges, racial inequity, political unrest, and of course, a global pandemic, you also made it to the stage today. There's no stopping you, Lindbergh graduates. Researchers have found one of the key indicators of a person's success in life to be resilience. Resilience, having the courage to bounce back and take risks despite adversity and initial setbacks. Our world has undoubtedly tossed a whole lot of adversity and setbacks at all of us in recent months. Each of you took risks and bounced back to graduate. Not only graduate high school, but achieve this while giving back to your communities and showing up in important ways our world needs. You most certainly will, independently and collectively, forge through trials we currently have as a nation and global society to leave your mark on a more peaceful, more kind, and more just world. I know this because you've proven your resilience again and again. Lindbergh graduates, I believe in you. I know you will do great things. It is the honor of the school board to serve you each and every day. We could not be more proud of where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. We sing praises of your hard work. Lindbergh High School, class of 2021, make us proud. Take the world in your hands. Congratulations.
As the principal of Lindbergh High School, and by the power vested in me by the Renton School District Board of Directors and the state of Washington, I'm pleased to present the 48th graduating class of Lindbergh High School and certify they have met all district and state requirements for graduation.
On behalf of the state of Washington and the Renton School District, I am pleased and honored to accept the Lindbergh High School class of 2021. Congratulations.
That's official. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present the class of 2021.
Kira Hagen. Nicholas DeJesus. Lauren Jones. Bolivar Alberto Martinez. Monica Martine Malagon. Jennifer Mariscal Castillo. Nathan Myers. Paige Barney. Is it Mammon? Mammon? Finnegan Mammon. Aiden John McKegg. Daniel Medina Jimenez. May Lee McKee. Yasmin Moreno. Esmeralda Mendez. Maitha Mua. Samiro Mohammed. Giannis McConan. Kyle Eugene Mallory. Siham Mukhtar Mohammed. Addison Mercado. Jabali Maende. Karina Martinez. Angel Daniel Medina. Dondre Markel Mitchell. Isaac Halim McKinley. Quebec Munoz. Carmen Marzvita Malfris. Sydney I. Ng. Benson Wynn. Kathy Wynn. Mindy Wynn. Abil Sydney Nolasco. David Pareko. Koi Mon Fan. Alexis Prepotente. Yulia Pankiv. Nicole Orozco. Sovanlisa Om. Eric Olszewski. Jennifer Wynn. Ryan Wynn. Dylan McDill. Sean Jaroge. Connor O'Brien. Pavlo Pankiv. Francisco Javier Ponce Ortuño. Aleli Faith Punsalan. Renali Jalen Pacheco. Giovanni Petrovich. Eva Perez. Elijah Prater. Jaden Penueta. Teresa Quach. Brian Rohrbach Ahern. Vincent M. Stevens. Setefano Sete. Kara Sorn. Deanna Silchuk. Tanya Christina Resendez. Bianette Rodriguez. Liliana Ramirez. Jocelyn Mariela Reyes. Lauren Rendall. Summer Lee Ray. You want it? Yeah. Brian Daniel Ramos. Emily Paez Garita. Casey Reel. Amansi Ruiz. Francisco Ramirez III. Alexis Ramirez. Naomi Varia Regsdale. Athena Rath. Alexa Janice Sampson Bonilla. India Juanita Smallwood. Aspen Raki. Ayana Saunders. Dania Yasiri Siu Guerrero. Yulia Sus. Sierra Scott. Nicole Velez Venegas. Matthew Tao. Alexandra Capri Truschel. Jerry Tang. Talaga Talaga. Amara Sadia Thomas. Jalen Lee Thomas. Malia Smallwood. Michael Sum. Wilson Sue. Kaya Janea Antoinette Snarsky. Absalom Shume. Vince Stevens. Devin Scott Sandberg. Prescott Allen Schwartz. Brianna Shawi. Jesus Salinas. Jack Olson Sunnis. Kanwarbir Singh. Samantha Silva. Sophie Su. Hui Tran. Stephen Tran. Alex Scott Tran. Nicoletta Ungrianu. Marina Vasilchuk. Mamona Zerbabil. Mahalet Johannes. Jacqueline Muzachuk. Stacy Ruguru. Salma Youssef. Gloria Yanyu Ewan. Marissa York. Ferdos Yasin. Deborah Wardorfa. Riley Wagner. Devin Van. Azriel Vovin. Gabriel Vergara. Celestine Voon. Simon Wildezus. Camille Gabriella Williams. Sadeja Williams. Quinn Wisniewski. Rachel Wallace. Marciana Vanison. Ashton Swafford.
Okay, at this time, I would like to call Lauren and Nick back to the stage, please. Seniors, if you could please stand.
Now is the time for the turning of the tassel. This represents our tradition from students at Lindbergh High School, the graduates at Lindbergh High School. Members of class of 2021, please turn your tassel from the right side to the left side.
That makes it official, Lauren. Thank you very much. Remember, you are the eagle. Caw-caw!
surprise you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I tell you, we could knit and clone Alexis Tripotente. We would rule the world forever.
Right.
You know, did you get to know her at all?
A little bit, but I've heard a lot of amazing things about her staff.
Day one.
Yeah.
Her and Lauren, basically, from day one. Total game.
Yeah.
So I feel lucky to have known her.
Yeah.
They were so sweet when I came up. I